The attack helicopter squadron is the cutting edge of the tactical aviation wing's combat power in the division. Its role in battle is to destroy enemy forces. The attack squadron is integrated into division's combined arms operations. The flexibility, speed of movement, and mobility differential of attack helicopters over armored vehicles allows them to quickly respond to developing enemy threats and strike the enemy at a critical point in time. Attack helicopters attain a concentration of fire by being committed en masse. They cannot seize terrain, but can dominate it for limited periods of time. The effects of weather and visibility on movement and target acquisition makes it necessary to superimpose the squadron's fire units upon the anti-armor framework of the division. To fight successfully, attack helicopter units must see the enemy and the battlefield, use their mobility to concentrate, and then destroy air defense resources, tanks, and other enemy assets. In addition, attack helicopters take advantage of all-terrain features and use suppressive fire to screen or obscure enemy capable of interfering with the mission. They strike from covered and concealed positions, using the maximum standoff range of their weapons, and employ all available supporting fire while engaging the enemy. The squadron is organized into a headquarters, 3 attack flights, an observation flight, an administration flight, and a maintenance flight. The squadron headquarters incorporates the necessary command, control, and communications functions and provides liaison officers to assist in the planning and execution of anti-armor operations. The 3 attack flights and the observation flight are geared to provide continuous support to combat operations. Each attack flight comprises 7 attack helicopters, and each fights as an entity. Their armament includes cannons, rockets, and tow missiles. Their weapon system incorporates a forward-looking infrared target acquisition system, providing a night fighting capability. The observation flight's 12 helicopters operate in pairs. Their principal mission is to assist and coordinate the attack helicopters in the acquisition and destruction of enemy targets. The maintenance flight provides first-line servicing, including the operation of a forward arming and refueling point for the squadron, and second-line maintenance support to the attack helicopters. The administration flight provides first-line support in the areas of medical, transport, food services, and logistics. The attack squadron is a division-controlled resource with command being retained by the Tactical Aviation Wing. Operational control of the squadron, however, could be handed over to a brigade. Within division headquarters, attack helicopter operations are coordinated by the Tactical Aviation Staff in accordance with the needs of the G3 staff. The Division Air Defense Cell coordinates the safe use of friendly airspace for attack helicopter operations. Artillery coordination is handled through the Fire Support Coordination Center, and any available close air support missions will be coordinated by the Division Air Liaison Officer. Attack helicopter missions are normally pre-planned within the context of the division operation order. Occasionally, however, attack helicopters may be needed on an unforeseen basis. In this instance, a request for attack helicopter support would be made through normal command channels. A planning figure for an immediate request would approximate a 2-hour reaction time from the time of request until engagement begins. Once the attack helicopters are in the forward assembly area, the reaction time is decreased to less than 30 minutes, and from a holding area to less than 5 minutes. Generally, the squadron's attack helicopters could be tasked to support the deployment of forces, destroy enemy armor and other enemy assets, reinforce flank guards and cover gaps, assist with the disengagement of ground forces, support blocking operations, assist with rear area security, assist with securing lines of departure, augment anti-armor fire, act as a reserve, support obstacle crossing or minefield breaching operations, provide support during reorganization, and provide intimate support for air-mobile operations. In addition to their principal mission, the observation flight or the affiliated brigade observation squadron are also tasked with locating covered and concealed attack routes and likely killing zones, identifying possible holding areas, battle positions and firing positions, liaison directed at integrating the helicopter battle positions with the maneuver plan of the local ground force commander, coordinating the movement of attack aircraft into their battle positions, pathfinding for the attack flights, acquiring, identifying, and handing off targets, and coordinating close air support and artillery fire. The attack helicopter is somewhat limited in the amount of ammunition and fuel it can carry, which necessitates its cycling through a forward arming and refueling point when it is involved in a continuous engagement with enemy forces. The attack helicopter mission commander therefore normally only commits a portion of his force to the actual battle, with the remainder either departing the battle area to replenish, taking on ammunition and fuel at the FARP, or returning with fuel to holding areas where they wait until called forward. When deploying in support of an operation, the squadron travels from its base location in the division rear area to a forward assembly area, to a selected holding area, then via attack routes to its battle positions. Squadron elements first move to the forward assembly area, a secure location in the rear of a brigade. Holding areas may be occupied briefly while flights wait for coordinating instructions. Attack routes are used to move from holding areas to the battle positions. Routes are selected to provide good cover and concealment, reduce the helicopter noise signature, mask them from detection by enemy radar, and use prominent terrain features to assist navigation. Battle positions are covered and concealed positions, preferably at the maximum standoff range from selected killing zones. Within a battle position, each aircraft commander chooses a firing position from which targets are engaged. Alternate battle positions are identified by the observation helicopters for continuing the attack as the battle progresses. In defensive operations, killing zones are selected through a map study and are confirmed by reconnaissance, normally in conjunction with the supported ground commander. Battle and firing positions are initially selected by the squadron's observation flight or by those of the affiliated brigade observation squadrons. They are recorded on the terrain analysis and coordination trace. TACT information also includes the line of departure and phase lines, holding areas, artillery targets, the location of the FARP, and other coordinating features such as grid intersection points. Traces are prepared by the brigade affiliate observation squadrons or by the attack squadron's observation flight for the respective areas. These are superimposed over the brigade anti-armor plan and are based on the terrain best suited for attack helicopter operations. The division assigned observation squadron or the depth brigade observation squadron prepare the trace for the division rear area. Completed traces are approved at brigade and passed to the wing headquarters and coordinated with the division staff. The wing then issues an attack helicopter anti-armor TACT for the entire sector. The TACT is distributed to the division and brigade G3 and to all observation and attack squadrons operating within the division sector. The attack squadron is a self-sufficient tactical entity requiring a great deal of logistic support, primarily fuel, ammunition, and a forward battle damage repair capability to permit continuous operations. It carries the normal 3-day basic load of combat supplies, including aircraft fuel. For specific operations, the squadron deploys a forward arming and refueling point, which is normally located just to the rear of the forward brigades. A FARP is normally deployed by vehicle. Should distances, time, or tactics preclude the use of ground transport, it may be airlifted to the location. The FARP is responsible for its own defense, setting up a defensive perimeter and security pickets. It may be co-located with the unit echelon for added security and to simplify logistic support and communications. The location requires easy access to the main supply route to facilitate the handling of quantities of fuel and ammunition, firm level standings for vehicles and aircraft, and an adequately sized landing zone. The location should also provide for the concealment and dispersion of its elements and be free of enemy air and artillery activity. It remains as mobile as possible, maintaining a 30-minute notice to move status and only offloads the minimum quantity of ammunition. The FARP requires multiple in and out air routes which are masked against enemy radars and hidden against optical detection. A typical FARP layout would include areas for a landing zone, control and communications, fuel and ammunition stocks, refueling, rearming, and repair of aircraft and weapons, and for an aid station. Planning considerations also involve the number and type of aircraft that will use the FARP, the intensity of the operation, which affects the consumption of fuel, ammunition, and repair parts, air traffic procedures within the FARP area, separation between aircraft landing points and sighting of refueling equipment, safety distances for bulk, fuel, and ammunition stocks, as well as for the refueling, rearming, and weapons repair points, night operations, fire protection, and ground-to-air communications. The FARP is geared to handle between 2 and 7 rendezvous for each helicopter during an operations cycle, with each turnaround taking approximately 1 hour. The maintenance flight's MRTs concentrate on quick turnaround repairs which assure a high degree of aircraft availability. This is accomplished for the most part by component exchange of avionics, weapons, engines, and transmissions. Downed aircraft, or those requiring extensive repairs, are recovered directly to the Wing Maintenance Squadron by vehicle, by helicopter, or by a one-time flight. The MRTs prepare the aircraft and the Maintenance Squadron completes the recovery procedure. Downed crews move to a designated pickup point or other location where other aircraft or ground units attempt their rescue. The attack helicopter squadron is ideally suited for situations in which rapid reaction time is important and where ground forces are inadequate or restricted by terrain. By using its speed, mobility, flexibility, and armor-defeating capability, the squadron can quickly respond to a threat, rapidly mass its fire units, and attack or delay the enemy. The squadron is an integral part of the combined arms team, significantly enhancing the anti-armor capability of the division in battle.